What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Let's Talk About Corvettes. Yo, of course, that is taken from Salamandra.
Let's talk about cars, yo. Hit it, Pedro!
But that's because I love that guy. Anyway, today we're talking about the 2018 ZR1 and the 2018 Dodge Demon. I want to go over how I feel about each car. As you guys may or may not know, I already have a ZR1 on order, and I want to talk about kind of the pros and cons of each car and when it comes to me buying one, and then I'm going to ask you what you guys think. So anyway, first off, the Dodge Demon. Holy shit, guys, fucking 840 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds, 0 to 100 in 5.1 seconds, and a quarter mile in 9.6 seconds at 140 miles an hour. That is insane. And when I say insane, you know, sometimes in the car world, we overuse that word, but I have to say, in this instance, it is totally appropriate. That car is nuts.
Holding 1.3 G's, bang, second gear, third gear. You just passed 60 miles an hour, and you're doing it. It's only 2.3 seconds in. Go down that quarter mile faster than anyone else can. And when you hit 140 miles an hour and cross that line, you know what you did, and the scoreboard shares your feet with the nearby world. 9.65.
I'm not trying to downplay how great the Demon is, because it is an incredible machine, no doubt about that, but I'm just saying that these are the absolute, like, perfect best case scenario numbers. And I know that when any car comes out, manufacturers are always talking about the best case scenario, but I feel like in this particular case, you know, it's even a little bit more stretched because we're talking about a prepped drag strip. Now, just as a little disclaimer here, I want to talk about real quick, those numbers are not quite real world numbers, if that makes sense. You know, that was on a perfect prep drag strip, and you know, probably with low tire pressure and everything else. What I'm trying to say is, when you get that car out on the street, it's not going to be quite that fast. It's not going to be earth-shatteringly fast like it is. You're not going to, the average guy who buys one is not going to see a 2.3 second 0 to 60 time, is all I'm trying to say. And the other problem with that car and the numbers is, depending on the rules at your track and how strict they are, you might not even be allowed to run it if you buy one, which would be a huge bummer. Speaking of the drag strip, it looks like, it was beautiful a minute ago, but it looks like it might rain now, and I am on drag radials, so hopefully it does not. It's drizzling just a little bit here, so hopefully it holds out, because I will not be having much fun out here on the roads with these tires. But anyway, let's talk about the 2018 Corvette ZR1. Now, we don't know a lot about this car. I expect that deliveries will start happening in about 7 or 8 months, and that's kind of the time frame I'm looking at when I get one, when I finally get mine, if I go through with it. But you know, we don't know a whole lot about that car. What I think is, and what most people think, it's going to have 750 horsepower around there, which I think that might be just a little high, but we'll see. And it's probably going to have the 7-speed manual as an option, or the 8-speed automatic that you can find in current Corvettes. Now, with 750 horsepower, probably a weight of around 3,600 pounds, and the 8-speed auto, that car is not exactly going to be slow in a straight line either. But even so, I will admit the Demon is going to be faster. I definitely think the Demon will be faster. So straight line, the Demon is going to be the winner there for sure, and it's going to be the crazier choice. But you know, I think it's going to be pretty close. I don't think the Demon is going to, like, blow it out of the water. This person is going so slow, and I'm having such a great time. Yeah, it's clear. Oh my. That's the kind of person that, like, they look both ways, and then they look both ways again, and then they kind of creep up, and then they look both ways, and it takes them 18 minutes to get out of an intersection. So in a straight line, the Demon is going to win, but not, like, totally just demolish the Corvette, and that's kind of a problem, because when you look at the two cars, the Demon is a one-trick pony. You know, it really only goes fast in a straight line. It's not going to be a track car. It's a little bit lighter than a Hellcat, but not a whole lot, and it's like, in no way has Dodge said, yes, it's a track car. They're like, it's a drag strip car, which, I mean, is a track, but yeah, you guys know what I'm trying to say. But the point is that the Corvette is going to be fast in a straight line, maybe not as fast, but still really quick, and it's going to be great around a track, which is something I like. When I compare the Z06 to the Hellcat, I think, you know, the Z06 is just a way better car, because not only does it have the straight line ferocity that the Hellcat had, and it is even faster in a straight line than a Hellcat, but it can also handle like it's on rails. And that's something that, as a driver, I really like. And maybe, yeah, I mean, at a drag strip, I won't win against a Demon, but I mean, how often are you really there? I will admit, when the car first came out and I saw the reveal, I was totally caught up in the hype. I was like, oh my god, I have to have one of these. everything, and I think for the average person, or maybe just for me, that it's just not something that I really want. I was gonna say that, you know, I hope they sell, and I want to see them out on the strip, and I want to see them out on the street because I want to race them. But I don't think I have to say that. You know, I'm pretty sure that all 3,300 of them, I'm pretty sure that they're already sold. When it comes to the channel, you know, I realize why people are saying, Mike, get the Demon. And, you know, I had a lot of Hellcat fans back in the day. I think I still have a lot of Mopar people left over, and they would love to see that car. And people, even if you're not like a Dodge guy, that car is just, like we said, it's really fucking cool and people want to see it. And I realized that the C8 ZR1 and the Z06 I have now, they're kind of similar, you know? And especially the way I have my car modified, this Z06 is gonna be faster than a ZR1. Maybe not around the track, well, probably not around the track, but definitely in a straight line. So people are kind of like not excited about the ZR1 because it is so similar to this car, and the Demon would be totally different. I understand the appeal, and from a business perspective, you know, if I were to get a hold of a Demon, I could get it, drive it around, make some videos, make money off of it, and then sell it because it is so limited. I could sell it for what I bought it for, just like the Hellcat, you know? But I think the problem would be that first part, which is actually getting a hold of one. I have no connections at Dodge. Maybe I could find a way to have a connection with the YouTube channel, I don't know. But I think that, like we just said, you know, since everyone is probably spoken for, getting a hold of a Demon is gonna be tough. A lot harder than getting a hold of a Hellcat, which was difficult to find one at MSRP. But even if I were to somehow find a Demon, getting it for a decent price would probably just, it's not gonna happen, like the 350R. When I was looking at I wanted to get a Shelby Mustang GT350R, couldn't find one. Everyone that I found, they wanted like 30 or 40,000 over MSRP, and I'm sorry, I'm not paying that. I'm not playing that game. You know, I'm not a collector, so if I were to get a Demon, I'd be driving the fuck out of it. So if I pay 30 or 40,000 over MSRP, which is probably gonna happen for the few of these cars that are actually available for regular people to buy that aren't already spoken for, when you look at the market, mine would have miles on it, and people would know, they would see the videos. So I would never be able to, pheasants, I would never be able to compete with the people who bought one and then had it sit, and now they're selling theirs. So mine would be, I would lose a fuck ton of money on it. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm gonna stick with the ZR1 for now. Anyway, that's about all I have for you today. Those are my thoughts on the Demon and the ZR1. Let me know what you guys think. And I have an awesome race video coming up for you guys tomorrow, so definitely look forward to that. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.